Alright, what is going on, guys? This weekend is UFC 311. Really excited for it. Excited to get back into making the videos. I was not going to make a video on that shit UFC card we just had. I didn't watch it. I don't give a fuck about it. There's like two good fights that I actually cared about on it. Anyway, this is going to be my early predictions for UFC 311, starting with the early prelim opener of Tagir Ulanbekov versus Clayton Carpenter. I think this should be a pretty simple, easy pick. I'm going to pronounce his name right, hopefully. Tagir Ulanbekov. Do I want to pick him via decision? I'm going to pick him via decision. I think it's going to be a clear Tagir Ulanbekov win. Clayton Carpenter has not faced anyone as the level as Tagir. He's ranked. I don't even know why. I mean, the flyweight division isn't that deep, but I don't even know why he's getting a shot at somebody in the rankings yet. No clue. But yeah, I'm going Tagir. Moving up the card, UFC 311 is actually really good. The prelims are okay. Some couple crappy fights I don't give a shit about, but a lot of the fights really enjoy. Anyway, Ricky Turcios versus Bernardo Sopai. Bernardo? Yeah, I think it's Bernardo. Another one I think should be a pretty easy, simple, straightforward pick. I'm going Sopai to finish Ricky Turcios. I think he's going to submit him. I don't know how he's going to submit him. I'm picking Bernardo Sopai via submission. Turcios isn't that good. I know he won the Ultimate Fighter. Tends to get out-grappled, as he's shown in the past. And I know Sopai's coming off a KO loss, but he was like completely winning that fight up until he wasn't paying attention. You know, maybe that'll happen again in this fight. You never know. But he wasn't paying attention, looked over there at the timer, and got hit with a flying knee. I don't think that's going to happen again. Could it? Yes. But it's not going to be Ricky Turcios that does it. So I'm going to go Bernardo Sopai via submission. Moving up the card, we have Renan Nakamura versus Marin Gafarov. I'm going Nakamura. Has Gafarov ever been finished? Let's look real quick. I got this pulled up. Let's look. I like having this pulled up while I'm doing the video so I can check shit live that I can't remember. Load. Okay, he has never been knocked out, but never been submitted. Okay, yeah. I'm going to go Ryan Nakamura via decision. I just think he's more rounded than Gafarov. Moving up the card. This one I've kind of been going back and forth in my head. We have Karol Rosa versus Aylin Perez. Karol Rosa definitely has a size advantage over Aylin Perez. My thing is, will Aylin Perez be able to implement her grappling enough to win the fight? If she can't take Karol Rosa down and hold her down or work a submission or something, is she going to be able to keep her up against the cage in order to get enough control time? Because in the striking, I think Rosa probably has the advantage over Aylin Perez. She does show improvement fight to fight, but I'm going to go Aylin Perez. I think she's an underdog. Yeah. I probably shouldn't pick her, but I think I'm going to pick Aylin Perez via decision. I think it's going to be a very boring fight, and I think she won't be able to take Karol Rosa down and hold her down, but I think she'll be able to take her down enough or clinch up enough with her up against the cage to win via decision. So I think it's going to be a very boring, maybe a 29-28 decision for Aylin Perez, where she out-grapples her in a very boring way. Moving up the card, I was actually somewhat excited for this fight, but then Cedriquez Dumas pulled out. We have Zachary Reese versus Amzat I'm not even going to pretend I know how to pronounce that. Bikoev? Amzat Bikoev? I'm going to go Zachary Reese. First round KO. If Zachary Reese doesn't get a first round KO, I see him probably losing this fight. I don't remember who he fought in his last fight, but I remember him. Who did he fight in his last fight? I remember him like almost. I think he was gassing out in that fight, but he was able to. He has good power, so he was able to keep him back with the power shots. So I have no clue what happened here. For whatever reason, it cut out like 7 seconds of my audio and video, so I had to do an edit here. So I apologize for that. Opening up the prelims. Very excited for this matchup. Very good matchup in the lightweight division. We have Grant Dawson versus Diego Ferreira. This is a very tricky fight to pick because you have Grant Dawson, who was on a win streak, looking like he was going to be working his way up to title contention. Then Bobby Green knocked him out in like 30 seconds. I think it was probably a fluke knockout. I don't think it was probably, like, if they fought again, I think Grant Dawson would probably win that fight. Diego Ferreira is tricky. He's old. I think he's like 39 or 40 years old. But he just keeps going out there and winning. He'll lose one, and they'll go out there and win a few, and then he'll lose one. And he's been ranked before. He's fought higher level opposition than Grant Dawson has. I am going to go with Grant Dawson, but I'm not super confident in that pick. Grant Dawson's striking is completely ass. He has bad striking. And I know Diego Ferreira does have very good grappling. He's got good scrambles. Could he just out-scramble him? I think, I'm going to still go with Grant Dawson via decision. I think he's going to just hard wrestle for 3 rounds. Put the pressure on him. Even if he can't hold Diego Ferreira down. I think he'll be able to just, kind of like what Morab did to Piotr Jan. I think he'll just keep shooting. And that'll be enough to win via decision. I think Dawson's going to make it a boring fight. But it would not shock me if Dawson gets chinned by Diego Ferreira. Why does this keep loading? Quit. Junk. Wouldn't shock me if he can get the KO. So, going Dawson via decision. Moving up the card. Again, another fight that sucks that it got canceled. But Johnny Walker pulled out. It was going to be Bogdan Guskov versus Johnny Walker. But now it's Bogdan Guskov versus Billy Elcana. I have no clue the fuck this is. I'm going Bogdan Guskov, first round KO. He's got good power. I have no clue who this guy is. I don't know why he's a favorite. Let's pull him up, maybe. We can do some research live because I didn't do any. Because I didn't know that Johnny Walker pulled out until I just went to make this video. This guy's 7-1, 29 years old. I don't know why he's the favorite. Yeah, I'm going Bogdan Guskov, first round KO. Up the card. Very excited for this matchup. We have Jailton Almeida versus Sergey Spivak. This is kind of tricky because Spivak is good at his primary, what he's good at is grappling. Not very good striking. Same with Jailton Almeida. Jailton Almeida has some decent kicks, but striking not very good. And his, I don't know if I want to call it fight IQ or finishing potential, even though he gets a lot of finishes via rear naked choke, is not very good. The Derek Lewis fight. Could not finish Derek Lewis. He should have been able to easily. I'm going to go with Jailton Almeida. Does he get the rear naked choke versus Sergey Spivak? I don't think so. I think Spivak is going to be good enough in the grappling department to not get submitted or finished. I don't see Jailton Almeida knocking him out. So I think it's going to be Jailton Almeida via decision with a very grappling. He's going to out-grapple Sergey Spivak. Maybe Spivak can negate it a little bit, but I think the majority of the fight is going to be Jailton Almeida out-grappling Spivak. This should be a good fight in the heavyweight division, hopefully. What are their rankings anyway? 6 and 7. So yeah. And then, maybe we'll get, we definitely need to get, if Jailton Almeida wins, it needs to be Jailton Almeida versus Cyril Gahn next. That's going to be my fights to make video. If he wins this fight, I'm telling you, that's the Easter egg right here. That's who I'm picking him to fight next, which I think I already did. Moving up the card, headlining the prelims, I have Peyton Talbot versus Ronnie Barcelos. I'm going Peyton Talbot. Does he KO him? Umar did. Does he KO Ronnie Barcelos? What are the odds? Let's see what the odds are. Damn, and the minus 1,200 favorite? I think he's going to win, but I wouldn't have him as that high of a favorite. Barcelos is definitely the best level of opposition he's fought yet, but, I'm not that sold on Peyton Talbot. Just because he knocks out a couple of bums doesn't mean he should be at a minus 1,200 favorite. Same with Bo Nickel. Just because he knocks out a couple bums don't mean he should be a big favorite. I'm going to go Peyton Talbot via decision. I don't think it wouldn't be surprised if he knocked out Ryan Barcelos, but I think Barcelos is tough enough. He's going to stick it out. I think he's going to put Talbot in some trouble in this fight, but I think Talbot will do enough to get the job done and get the win. And then maybe in his next fight, he will fight somebody in the rankings. We'll see how that fight goes. Moving up, opening up the pay-per-view, we have Kevin Holland versus Rainer de Ritter. There are the let's look at the Tapology odds. That's Beneil Dariush. What am I doing? Holland's a favorite. When I saw this fight announced, my gut reaction is Kevin Holland can't win this fight. De Ritter, what's he good at? Grappling. Kevin Holland, what's he not good at? Grappling. He's decent at grappling when he's fighting people who aren't good at grappling. But when he's fighting elite grapplers, he tends to lose. But De Ritter striking is completely atrocious. He's weird and awkward. His takedowns are weird and awkward. Yeah, he just beat Gerald Meerschaert, which is a solid win. But Meerschaert was having good success on the feet in that fight. This is what I'm thinking. If he gets Kevin Holland down, he's gonna win. I think if he can get him down, he's gonna submit him. I don't think Kevin Holland will be able to not get submitted if he gets taken down by him. I'm gonna go Kevin Holland. I am not confident in this pick at all. I can't get watching tape on him. He's so weird and awkward on the feet. His takedown entries are awful. Kevin Holland striking is way better than Gerald Meerschaert striking. I would pick Holland over Gerald Meerschaert. Have they fought? They might have fought. I can't remember. I don't think they have. Maybe they did fight. I can't remember. But Kevin Holland striking and the power is way better than Gerald Meerschaert. And if I remember correctly, Meerschaert rocked De Ritter. I know De Ritter rocked Gerald Meerschaert as well. But I think I'm going to go Kevin Holland via key KO. But again, not super confident in that pick. And if he gets taken down, he will lose the fight. Guarantee that. Moving up the card, really excited for this fight. We have Beneil Dariush versus Renato Moicano. Another fight that's tricky to pick. I know Dariush is on a 2-fight losing streak, both via KO, and Moicano is on a good win streak against solid opponents. They're both like the same age. Both I don't want to call them mirror fighters, but they're both good at jiu-jitsu, decent, pretty decent at wrestling. Striking's okay. They're kind of the same in a way. It's almost like a mirror match. I'm gonna be going with Renato Moicano. He's got what's the word for it? Momentum. He's got momentum on his side. Beneil Dariush, I've seen him in an interview say if he loses this fight, he's probably going to retire. So his confidence isn't there. I got to think in his head, does he even think he can win? And if you don't think you can win, it's going to be hard to actually put pencil to paper and do your job. Let's see what the betting. I figured Moicano was going to be a favorite. I don't think he's going to submit Beneil Dariush. I think Dariush is definitely good enough in the grappling department. Moicano doesn't have that one-shot knockout power. Accumulation damage, he can TKO people. So would it surprise me if he could TKO Beneil Dariush? No. But I'm going to go Renato Moicano via decision. And then I think Dariush probably retires after this. But, if it's a somewhat competitive fight, maybe in his mind he'd be like, I had a competitive fight, I didn't get knocked out. I'll try again. So, Renato Moicano via decision. Moving up the card, we have Yuri Prochazka versus Jamal Hill. Another great fight on this pay-per-view. This one, who's the favorite? Jamal Hill, I figured he was. Both former champions. This is another fight that's hard to pick. You have Yuri Prochazka, weird, wild, unorthodox striking. He's almost like the Tony Ferguson of light heavyweight. Just takes shots, moves forward, keeps throwing. You can just beat the shit out of him and he'll just keep going forward. They're both coming off of losses to Jamal Hill, or to Alex Pereira, both via knockout, although Prohaska was more brutal. I see everybody picking Jamal Hill. And he's so delusional, I don't really want him to win. I want Yuri to win this fight. I'm going to go Yuri Prohaska. I probably have a lot of, shitty picks, I'm not going to lie, on this card. I don't know, though. I think if Jamal Hill lands on his chin flush, he's probably knocking Yuri out. His footwork is ass. Jamal Hill's footwork is completely ass. He's so flat-footed in there. He's got big, goofy fucking feet. I'm going Yuri. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going Yuri Prohaska. Does he finish Jamal Hill? No, he doesn't. I don't think he does. I'm going to go Yuri Prohaska via decision. I think it's going to be a very close competitive fight where Yuri does face adversity, but I think he's going to get the win over Jamal Hill. Moving up the card, we have Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov for the bantamweight title. So freaking excited for this fight. But who wins it? I mean, you have Merab. Excuse me. He's a little older. Jiu-jitsu's not that good. Very good in the wrestling department. Striking's improving. Decent with the kicks. And you have Umar, who's... I mean, he's kind of totally well-rounded. He's like an upgraded version of Merab, in my opinion. The video I made who I thought would be champion by the end of the year, I said it was probably going to be Merab. I might have changed my mind. I know Umar only has one really solid win in Corey Sandhagen, and that is a really good win. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to discredit that. And there really was nobody else for Merab to fight, that was deserving. So I understand why they're giving Umar the title shot. And it's on somewhat quick turnaround-ish for Merab. Not super quick, but quick enough. I think Umar's got better striking than Merab. I wasn't able to completely dominate Corey Sandhagen in the grappling department, but I definitely think Umar has the jiu-jitsu advantage over Merab. I'm trying to think, can Merab do what he did to Piotr Jan to Umar? Just constantly shoot takedowns. And Umar can't get anything going because Merab's just shooting takedowns and failing them, and pushing Umar up against the cage. Is he going to be able to do that? I don't know. This is such a tough fight to pick. What are the odds? I bet Umar's, he's a heavy favorite. What do you guys say? I don't know who to pick. I really don't. Because my early prediction was going to pick Merab. And then now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I think Umar might win. And I feel bad because I like Merab. Not as much as a fighter. His fights are okay, but he had to work and grind to get where he's at, and Umar was just gifted the damn title shot. Facebook Marketplace, waiting for my response. Fuck you. Fuck it. I'm going Merab. I'm going to go Merab via decision. I don't think he's going to be able to finish Umar at all. Probably regret picking this. I'll let you know in my post-fight. But I think I'm banking on him doing to Umar what he did to Jan. Just constantly shooting him for takedowns, constantly over and over and over and over again for 25 minutes. Winning via decision. Boring decision. But it is not going to surprise me if Umar wins whatsoever. Moving up the card. Damn, Islam's such a heavy favorite. Minus 410. Plus, we have Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan for the lightweight title. I'm going Arman Tsarukyan. Two hot takes back to back, I know. I saw an interview Arman did, and this is what clicked in my mind and made me switch my pick from Islam to Arman. He said if he was fighting Islam on the night Dustin Poirier did, that he would be champion. And after I sit there and think about it, I agree. Because I would pick Arman to beat Dustin. I don't know if I pick him via, a Darce or Anaconda choke. But Arman and Islam, their grappling is even. I think they both have good jiu-jitsu. Islam maybe slight advantage in the jiu-jitsu, just barely. The striking, I'm going to give a slight advantage to Islam. The power I'm giving to Arman. Arman's improving every fight, though, in every aspect. I don't think he's going to finish Islam. I think he's going to win via decision. I'm going to be going Arman Tsarukyan via decision. I think he's going to be able to outstrike and implement the grappling to beat Islam. I think if Dustin was able to defend the takedowns, obviously not a 100% success rate, but he was able to defend Islam and even get up once being taken down, I think Arman will definitely have a better advantage or a better chance with the grappling than Dustin did. I think we're going to get a new champion in the lightweight division. I really do. I'm going Arman Tsarukyan. Let me know in the comment section down below, who do you guys think is going to be winning the main and co-main event? If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, drop a like on this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.